All right, coming around towards 7:17 in Trinidad and Tobago, and all those images will tell you that it's our business breakfast segment supported by Nescafe. And on Thursday of this week, the American Chamber of Commerce of Trinidad and Tobago will be hosting an information session on doing business with Haiti. The event is at the Normandy Hotel, starting at 8 o'clock in the morning and continuing for just about 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours. And it's expected to provide a lot of information for AmCham members. The price is $300 plus VAT, which is $345, and for non-members $475 plus VAT, which I can't work out. CEO Neeraj Tiwari, who I'm sure will have that information. Not that it's really why we invited him to work out $475 plus VAT, but he's here to tell us much more about the event itself. Morning, Neeraj.
Morning, Fazir. Thanks for having me. Good morning to all your viewers.
Good to have you on the program. Why now this interest in Haiti open for business?
Okay, so two things are happening. One is that the Haitian economy has been growing consistently at a little over 3% per year when compared to flat growth in Trinidad and Tobago, relatively flat growth here, and of course negative growth in much of the Caribbean. So in a time where the region is struggling to grow, you have this country of 10.8 million people that's been exhibiting consistent growth. And since the earthquake, they've exhibited relative political stability. Of course, they too are in an election year. And all indications are that there will be a stable transition. And once that's so, and they experience another 5 years of growth, I think Haiti's a sort of a tiger waiting to be unleashed. The second thing that is happening, we're taking the trade mission from June 14th to 19th of this year. AmCham Trinidad and Tobago is part of a wider network, the Association of American Chambers of Commerce of Latin America and the Caribbean, of which there are 24. And once a year, we meet in a country outside of the United States, and this year that's happening in Haiti. So it's called the Business Futures of the Americas Conference. It was here back in the early 2000s, and last year was in Panama. And what you'll have happening is business leaders from the hemisphere getting together for the BFA, the Business Future of the Americas Conference, which is being hosted by AmCham Haiti. So in addition to the whole hemisphere virtually, or representatives from around the hemisphere, you're going to have the creme de la creme, so to speak, of the Haitian private sector there. And so it's a trade mission with an advantage, so to speak. So you're going to a market that's exhibiting consistent growth. You're meeting the major players in the business community in that market, including the politician. There'll be a state dinner hosted by President Martelly, a cocktail by the U.S. ambassador, all of which, if you come on our trade mission, you'll get access to. And you will make connections throughout the hemisphere, so that if you want to see what's happening in Haiti, or have an interest in Haiti, but also have an eye to what's happening in the hemisphere, and you're looking to grow because you just need to get out of this region for continued growth and stability of your business, this is an excellent opportunity for you. Yeah.
But Neeraj Tiwari, there's been so much bad news that has been coming out of Haiti for so many years, not just involved with the earthquake of 5 years ago, but prior to that. And what would you say to the business community will be saying that place just seems to be a place of perpetual chaos? Why would I want to invest any money in there?
Well, I mean, most businessmen would tell you that what is chaos to others is opportunity for some, right? You have the Digicel founder and CEO making huge investments in Haiti. In fact, they just opened a Marriott. Well, it's not officially open yet, but they opened a Marriott in Haiti, and they are investing, the Digicel group. The Heineken group is investing there. And you have
liquor and phones.
Well, you have the Marriott. I mean, it's not phones, but you wouldn't open a hotel if you didn't expect people to be coming to use it. These aren't locals you expect primarily to be using it, right? And it's in Port-au-Prince. So I think that you're seeing confidence by multinationals, and that's always a good sign. You have the U.S. Congress just extended, I think it was last week, the HOPE Act to 2025. So you have 98% of goods manufactured in Haiti have duty-free, quota-free access to the United States, which of course is a huge consumer market. So that if you are in manufacturing, and you're looking to scale up production, it's a good opportunity. If you're looking to provide services to a country that's growing, whether it be IT services, financial services, or what have you, is a good opportunity to go there. The president of Haiti runs a diversified group of, president of AmCham Haiti, runs a diversified group of companies from insurance to car rentals, construction. And my colleague Melissa Pierre and I went to Haiti just after Easter for part of our pre-mission, our due diligence, so to speak. And he was telling me that his business has been growing on an average of 10% a year for the last 5 years.
Which some will say is really inevitable, because if you have nothing, and you move one to two to three, which is something that should not be seen as remarkable, because Haiti virtually had nothing after the earthquake. So obviously there would be massive growth immediately after.
Well, okay. So you just made my point. If you're saying that it's inevitable, better yet, because if I could grow as a business person, if I could do my numbers and feel fairly confident that I would be around at or more than 10% growth per year, and that's year-on-year growth, that's fantastic.
Sure. Well, why are you so confident about the short-term or medium-term stability of Haiti politically? Is it that the Americans have given it the blessing now, so they wouldn't disrupt it anymore?
Well, I can't speak to that. That's above my pay grade. I think that you see how they handled this, the recent crisis they had with the Prime Minister, and the fact that they got so many sectors of the society involved, and they collectively as a country decided to do something that resulted in continued stability. Elections have been called, I think dates have been set. Those are all positive signs. I think that the infrastructure, and now this is my personal view here, the infrastructure post the earthquake in terms of the relative prominence of the army and the older systems that would have been forces for non-democratic transition, I think have been weakened a bit, and therefore the country, it seems, and a lot of other countries have invested significantly, and I don't just mean invested in businesses, I mean, in the aid effort, in the redevelopment effort. And I think that, so you have a lot of good things going. Of course, there's no guarantee, and each person who is considering doing business would have to make their own decisions. But I think that the prospects for stability are certainly very high, and much better than they were 10 years ago.
Before we talk about what's going to be coming up on Thursday as well, and just give some more detail to it. If you want to get information, by the way, you can contact Melissa Pierre, Senior Trade and Projects Officer, 622-4466, 622-0340, 628-2508, extension 227, or you can email Melissa Pierre, all one word, at amchamtt.com. Is there a deadline to register for the exercise?
Well, of course, we like registration in advance so that we could plan, because we do have limited numbers, limited seating available. But no, you can call us up to the day of, and once we have seats, we'll accommodate you.
And who are you targeting with this exercise? 2.5 hours on Thursday morning, business people from all sectors as far as
we think that there are opportunities in niche sectors of construction. The contractors may not be very competitive because of the DR contractors and the ease with which they move, but there's certainly going to be a lot of infrastructure development, both private and public, so that things like roofing and portions of construction would have some opportunities. We think that there's the IT sector, the financial services sector, other than the wealthy, say the Bear Stearns and so on, the big investment houses. We think, based on conversations we had while in Haiti and our analysis of the situation, that there may be opportunities for investment houses to go in to target, say, people involved in SMEs and so on, who may not be as completely mobile as some of the bigger business people. And so we think that the all around, of course, manufacturing of all kinds, agro-processing, and well, garments and so on. I think that there's a lot of opportunity there.
Sure, we have a couple of minutes left, Nirad. Do you see a moral component to all of this? Because there's always the harsh view of business people just want to get in, make the money and get out, and to hell with the country. Do you see a moral component as far as being able to contribute to the overall development of Haiti rather than a few already wealthy people making more money?
Well, so my view, the short answer is yes. The long answer is that my view is that, and it's not a unique view that I hold, is that really and truly, if you want to have better and better standards of living, it is through giving people opportunity. It is by creating opportunities, and that business.
But aren't you giving the elites the opportunity? Well, they already have the opportunity.
No, I don't think that you can say that you're going to have real development. I don't think that you can pull down the strong in anything. You wouldn't benefit West Indies cricket by telling Bravo he couldn't be selected, okay? Because he stood up to the board. And similarly, in an economy, you don't say, well, listen, we're not going to give you opportunities because you already have, and exclude you from the beginning, and only give these guys have when they may not have yet the know-how. And so my view, and the view of AmCham, is that you have free and fair trade. Of course, you have regulations in place to the extent that they're necessary to protect people from other people who may be unscrupulous, big businesses who may be unscrupulous, but you have to grow and grow and grow the pie. I think when you speak about morality, that the Caribbean, we in Trinidad and Tobago, owe Haiti and Cuba and the people who've suffered as a result of the decades of underdevelopment for various reasons a tremendous debt of gratitude. And to the extent that that's a factor in anybody's business philosophy, I mean, I think that's worthy of being taken into account.
Thanks very much for coming in this morning. Let's remind you of the event that's happening on Thursday, the 30th of April. That's this Thursday coming, 8 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Doing Business with Haiti, an information session organized by the American Chamber of Commerce at the Normandy. And we've given you the contact information. And again, the cost for AmCham members, $345. And for non-members, it's $546.25. I was finally able to work it out while he was giving all this information. We'll be back right after this here on Morning Edition.
Thanks for having me.
No problem.